Welcome back to the next episode of Hermit Permit Craft. We are going to be making a little bit of progress to the base area. I have been doing some bits here or there, and I think it's time to actually map out what I want to do with this space a little better. But we have been taking things at a pretty nice, steady pace. We haven't even been to the end to pick up an elytra yet, and I don't really feel the need to go yet at all. However, the base has stalled. This platform's been here for a while. And this needs to be finished. I had a minor setback of losing all my gear, but I've got it back and actually increased the amount of stuff that was enchanted. It was a whole thing involving a bastion and a piglin that fell down a hole with me. It was brutal. Now, this cobblestone monstrosity is what I want to talk about for a second, because I was trying to figure out if I could make an automated mushroom farm, and I am actually genuinely trying to do some redstone designs from my own head, and I came up with this. This is me all over. It's so bulky. I can't seem to do redstone small scale. Now, if you look here, there's 5 measly mushrooms in it. It's not gone well. However, I've come up with such a better, more simple design, and it really annoys me that I didn't know I could do this until I was messing around. I don't know why, but look, all I needed to do was this. So if I put like 2 mushrooms either side of this, they will grow into a diagonal space. So if I do that, it's a 1-tick pulse, and it harvests the mushroom. I don't know why. So here's the thing. This design does this, but a lot more convoluted. I've got it so that it's detecting from above and then going into all of the pistons when all I needed was this 1-tick contraption. Anyway, one of the things we're going to do today is make a mushroom farm, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that needs to happen if I'm going to actually sell mushroom stem. I need bone meal, I need mushrooms, I need then the mushroom harvester machine. So we're gonna take down this monstrosity. Look, my brain was in the right place with this design. It just didn't know the easiest way to get there. And also the crane seems to have fished out a little sneaky snail. So we better rescue our fella. Hello, Gem. I'm just rescuing my snail.
Yeah, they've been caught up. Mine is too, right in front of the angler's mouth.
Oh, little wormy guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Scar doesn't want the snails to visit him. What's he done to the big one then?
Do we want to know?
I can see. I can kind of see what he's done.
Oh no!
He doesn't want him on the train.
That's so cruel. He fit in so well.
I know. Why? Oh. See, this is the thing. Scar doesn't like fun.
Scar doesn't like snails, that's for sure.
Oh, he looks so sad now his eyes are in.
Just peeking out the top. Buddy, what happened to you?
Poor little guy.
We gotta rescue him.
Big guy. Oh well, I guess we'll have to leave him there.
Oh. Let's leave him there.
Let the snails do their thing.
Yeah.
Teehee. Those clever mollusks.
The mollusk. How do you say that
mollusks?
Mollusks?
Mollusks.
Oh no.
Oh, those gastropods. Those shelled gastropods. Those sneaky shelled gastropods have done it again. So I had such a horrible time trying to design my own mushroom automatic farm that was so slow it was pointless. So I am going to be using someone else's design from Jurassics. There's a link in the description to the design. It's a semi-automatic one. I really like the way that it works or how it looks. We're going to put it on this platform here, which is ever so slightly higher than that one. Might change it. Well, I'll build the farm in the air and then build a bone meal farm that feeds that farm, and that's what's going to go there. And this one hasn't had anything done because that's going to be the kelp and the bamboo, and there's a reason things are going to go there, but it's all part of the base work that we're going to do today. But for now, let's start building this mushroom farm, because I can't wait to actually start harvesting some stuff, and we'll deal with the shop later on. Ready? Let's go. I am a titan of industry. Check this out. I have copied a tutorial. Actually, now that I've built this machine, it's gloriously complex. I honestly thought this was a simple design idea, but actually executing it is pretty difficult. And I have actually found that it doesn't work perfectly. Probably on a single player, this is fine, but I found that as I was going... Actually, let me show you. So I've put it back to the original design. We'll turn it on. It bone meals the stem. Once it's done, it then sends me on a little journey. I then have to break all these mushroom blocks as quickly as possible. But, as you can see, I just went too fast. Now I'm wasting bone meal because there is some mushroom left up here. You see this? I wasn't able to break this in time, and this was consistently happening. So I've made some modifications. I just came to the conclusion that this doesn't really need all that much speed. So to slow it down, I just removed a ton of these and kept this. And another issue I was running into was I was breaking this composter, which I'm not sure why it's important, but if I just pop some protection there, that won't happen either. So now I feel like I can test this again, and hopefully we won't have any issues. So there's the stem. We go up. We hold down. See, it's a lot slower now, and I can grab all of these. There we go. Every single one broken. Then we come down, we place the next one, and off we go again. So we're taking off and harvesting the top layer of brown mushroom, and then it comes down. We place another one. This is a very, very good design for how to do this. That works. And then as you can see, the stem blocks are starting to gather. Now, if I go for long enough, these are going to start pushing out all the way to here where it will stop. And then I stop and harvest all the stem. So now I'm gonna farm this, and I'm gonna see what this looks like sped up and how much I can actually get out of this. Okay, we got a problem. We got a problem in the system. And not sure where it's gone wrong, but it's gone wrong. Take a look at this. It works. It works. So, you know, during this whole thing, building this machine, talking about it, I've just been wondering to myself, how do redstone YouTubers make this fun and entertaining? I was having like the worst time trying to put this together, and then I had troubles, and I was like, oh, this really sucks. But then I had an issue, right, where there's some latency issues, okay? So obviously this design works perfectly well on a single player world. I'm not bashing the design at all, but it didn't work on Hermitcraft for some reason. So I made some adjustments, okay? So what was happening was these two pistons were ever so slightly firing at a different time to the bottom two. And I'm pretty sure I put all the timings in correctly. So what I did was added exactly the same detector system here, because what was happening was these two were jutting off into the side here, and I added another detector system, so it doesn't matter, they work independently of each other. What I'm getting at is, I am a redstone king, I see no god up here except me. This is how it feels to master redstone. I am a god. No, I got so unbelievably excited that I was able to fix this design. I've slowed this down, I protected this, I added an extra detection system. I basically feel like I made this design. I didn't. I just fixed it for the Hermitcraft server, but it's very exciting because I now have a ton of stem, which is what we're after, the mushroom stem. Oh no, turn it off. So let's see how much we get out of this from, I don't know, about maybe 20 minutes it took to get a full batch of stem. It's still painful to gather, don't get me wrong, it is still kind of painful to gather. However, it's not nearly as bad as manually doing this by hand. I feel like a caveman that's just like lit fire for the first time. I have done this. I did redstone. I create fire. Okay, so this is how much brown mushroom block you get. That's a double chest. That's a double chest plus another half a double chest. And this is how many stem I got in return. Not a great return, but it's definitely a start. I am going to charge so many diamonds for these. Right, let's light this up before we have a creeper explosion. So the issue is we need a ton of bone meal. I'll be honest with you. I owe Impulse a lot of bone blocks. I stole pretty much everything he's got. So I am going to make it my priority now to build another bone meal farm on the server that's going to feed this and hopefully also give me plenty of bone meal. It's just going to be a necessity. I get through so much bone meal around here, and I've got all the materials I need for it as well. I've been preparing. But you know, it's kind of fun to just whiz around on this farm taking down all these blocks. I also need to think about what kind of shop I'm going to make. I might have to just put a market stall in the shopping district like everyone else, just like a temporary shop, just so I can get the mushroom block out there for sale. All right, we can't sit around farming mushroom block all day. So I think I might finish off. I'm not very good at keeping... Get out! Oh, no. Joel is at the permit office. Is it open? Permit office is closed today. It's Friday. When will they learn? The permit office is only open between 2 and 3 on a Sunday afternoon. I don't make the rules. I definitely make the rules. Yes, you do. Sorry, bud. The opening times are the opening times. Let me finish my roof. Right, I've just explained to Joel that we're closed every day of the week except Sunday. He's already getting annoyed. I just told him we don't accept bribes. He says, "What do you accept?" I said, "Respect for the opening hours." Joel doesn't have any idea, does he? He doesn't know what he's getting himself into. I wonder what he wants. I mean, I'm just building my roof, and Joel is he's like, what if I beg? Come and open. What if I say please? What if I DM you personally? What if I spam your chat? I can ignore it. I'm just tempted to see how far he's going to take this. He's just spamming me over the office. Right, this is looking pretty good. He's left the game. You just made me crash from the game. So I'm going to have to ask you to calm down. I'm just building, he's just getting more and more angry. Okay, so ignoring Joel for a little while, he's in the line. Joel, let me finish my roof. All right, it's looking a little bit heavy at the moment because it's just on 4 stilts, but I'll add maybe some walls in here. So that is pretty much how I envisioned this roof, and it's going to extend a little further out as well. So it's time that I stopped using a horse hole and actually start using a real place to put your horse. Oh, no. Okay,
Brilliant.
Okay, hello.
Come to the permit office now. I'm actually getting annoyed now. Come on, let's go. Where's your stupid portal?
I don't know. I'm going to have to put you on hold. I am finishing my roof.
No.
Okay,
Come
give me
on.
the disc. Give me the disc. I'm fine, I'll open up.
Okay, good. Let's go.
Aggressive customer. Sir, we do not accept this level of behavior. We do not tolerate abuse at the permit office.
Well...
All right, well, I'll meet you there because I can't fly. Ah, look at these mushrooms.
Get going. I'm following you closely.
It's
Get
mushroom.
going. Just get going. I'm still watching.
All right, I'm going. It's a Friday. It's not even my working hours.
Are we actually following the path to the exact? I mean, it's a bit windy.
Why do you think these roads exist, Joel? If we didn't follow the rules, there'd be anarchy. Oh, parkour. Horse parkour. Oh, that's a nice shop.
Yeah.
This pink one.
Wonder who built it. Oh.
What's this? I didn't build this.
You didn't.
Sales?
Yes. Hello. Hello there. Perfect. Customers, possibly.
Where's the permit for this?
We can talk.
Oh, you better get in line, guys. You better get in line.
I'm in line first, X. I'm in line first.
Gonna open up on a non-Sunday. I can't believe it.
Where's the door?
Oh, you got to use the other one. This one's broken.
Okay, I'll come in for the other one then.
Okay. All right. Let me turn on the lights. There we go. Right. What do we want?
Green. So I've got these 2 permits here, right? Glow ink sacks, glow berries.
Yeah.
I want duplicates, like, but just for display, if that makes sense. So like, I want to just put them on the wall. So I've got 2 copies, basically.
You made me open on a Friday for this.
Yeah.
Why can't you just display those ones in your shop?
Because I want to display some at my base because they look nice. Look how cool they look. I've not got an item frame, but look how cool they look.
Really?
Amazing.
You're wasting my time with this? People have real
I'm
permit problems.
your time! Okay,
You're wasting the permit office valuable time. Do you have any idea how little we're open?
Yeah, I know, which is why okay. It can be done.
Let me check. We got... No, this isn't a real book. No, none of these are real books. Have I even got a book? Joel, I have to put you on hold.
Oh, gosh. None of them are real!
I probably should... I'll be right back.
I've never been on hold in real life before. It's only on the phone. It's not even the phone. This is just the...
Oh, you're in luck! Okay.
Oh, he's on hold. He can't hear me. Of course, that makes sense.
You know, the permit office really should keep book and quills, but we don't. Right, here we go. I've got one. Right, you need a form for a duplicate permit that's not real.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you right now, we don't have a form for that.
Oh.
So I'm gonna have to write you one. Please hold.
At least there's lots to do in here. Good job. Busy right now.
So we don't like that kind of attitude here in the permit office.
This music was quite nice at first, but I see why it's irritating.
Oh. Sorry, I wasn't in uniform. Whew, that was nearly a mistake. Oh, I'm not going to make Employee of the Month if I'm dressed like a fisherman. You know, I really don't think that this is a form that needs to be made.
Well, I can't find out. I don't know how you duplicate them.
That's a good point.
How has this music not turned you insane?
How do you know I'm not already insane? Oh, I've made a mistake. I'll have to start again.
Oh, okay, good, no problem. Keep it up.
You know, Gem's Base makes a lot of appearances in these forms.
What? Okay. Well, why?
I think it's just because that's where I live and I kind of know it. Done. Well, look at that.
Oh, the great timing.
Whew. I really wish I could duplicate, but I cannot. You cannot duplicate a book and quill that's been written in.
Okay, yeah.
You can only duplicate signed books. Right, so your form is ready for you to go.
Great.
Oh, and it is 3 p.m., so you'll have to take that. You can fill that in, and then when you're done, come back to me. All right?
Thank you. I'll come back on Sunday. Next Sunday.
That should keep him very, very busy. Not gonna lie, that should keep him very busy. Like, I wrote, he pointed out at one point, he was like, what's the command to make the permits? I can't remember the command to make the permits. As one of the questions is, what's the command to make the permit model again? I've given him some absolutely inane things that he needs to do. He's got to build some goofy eyeballs in the skull. He's got to do several lengths of the power line near Gem's Base, in which case we should make that a bit longer. I've been meaning to do that. Let's go do that now. Writing these forms is actually pretty difficult when you're just like trying to make it up as you go along. Right, there's Gem's skull. So when Joel starts building some goofy eyeballs in there, we'll know that it's time for him to run along this line. Right. Oh yeah, the horse hole. So we're going to replace our horse hole with this, because this is, it's not super convenient. So horses don't want to cross berry bushes. So what you can do is plant a perimeter of berry bushes all the way around, cover them in carpet, and in theory, I can just leave Pluto here and he won't leave. As long as he's not over the line, he should stay in here. It's the perfect stables. This seems to be working an absolute treat. So all I need to do now is kind of blend this in so that it doesn't look out of place with all the color variations. There we go. That's looking way more patterned in. And yes, of course, it is kind of obvious that there's a pattern of carpet there, but I think on the whole, it's better than a whole. So now all I've got to do is kind of cover this up in a proper manner, but I better do this before Joel needs to make the length. I mean, at the moment, it's only, what, 3 long? I think we can extend that at least another 1 to make his length a little longer. He's got to do 20 lengths of that while playing a funky music song. We take pride in our sense of humor here at the permit office. So now that I've done that, I'm feeling pretty happy about the way that that's gone. I'm going to add another power line, and then I'm going to turn my attention to getting this bone meal farm so that this pillar of industry can be complete, and then I can think about how on earth I'm going to cover up that mess. Ready? Let's go! And here we have, above me, a brand new, bit expensive bone meal farm that produces an awful lot. This is a design by They6, and there is a link to this tutorial in the description. I think it's a very clever design. It's super fast, but I'd say the downsides of it was super expensive. There's a lot of mechanical parts in... Can't tell you how many times I've done that. There's a lot of mechanical parts, a lot of iron, a lot of wood needed. However, it does work. But when I make these designs, I'm also doing my best to try and learn how these machines work. And I always get a little bit lost at this section, you know, with all this, but the actual mechanics of how the trigger system works, and let's just turn it on for a second. It's going to be loud, but what it seems to do is it shifts the target blocks right to left, which causes an update and triggers the pistons and pushes them along. As it bone meals all of this stone, it then harvests them by pushing them in. It's not doing anything that a normal bone meal farm doesn't do, but this bit seems to be the bit that's new. Now, one thing that confused me about this design was the tutorial was oddly specific about changing the note blocks to specific notes. That doesn't change anything, right? I felt like I was getting rickrolled. It was really strange. Well, anyway, it works. It's going pretty well, and it is piling up. So it first filters into this chest before going in here, and that feeds directly in a very This is my addition here. I've just got a hopper chain. I didn't bother with any ice or any water or anything like that. It just straight up hopper chains all the way down to here where the bone meal is full. So you can see it slowly trickles in. When that's running, I can run this, and between the two of them, I have created a perfectly functional mushroom and bone meal farm. I did it. I also added this extra line of wire, which it seems Joel has already... I actually saw him running. While I was building that, I saw him running along here. But check this out. Joel is... one of the things I told him to do on the form was to add some eyes to Jem's skull. I'm not sure why he did that. It just said, please confirm. It might not be necessary for the form. Gonna have to question him when he comes back to the permit office. But that is pretty much all I wanted to do today. The pacing, the whole going slow thing didn't happen today, did it? Because I wanted that done. We've done a huge amount of farm work. So I feel like I've done enough of that for now. And next episode, maybe we can look into a shop, doing some more work down here, and getting people's permit problems looked at. Maybe. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.